Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for hopping on today. Happy Friday to everyone. And I'm just going to be bringing on my special guest, my friend Natalie Carmel. She's going to be sharing about her husband as well as her son's experience in honor of Men's Health Month. And then we'll have to get her on again to share a bit about her experience, or maybe she'll throw in a bit about hers today. I'm not sure, but we're definitely going to talk about the guys. First, I'll just give you a quick run through of who we are and our products. So we are Envision You. We are the health and wealth company, and our mission is to impact 1 billion lives spiritually, physically, and emotionally. And I know firsthand that these products have impacted me on an emotional level. They've just made such a profound difference in my health, and for John as well, and even for my daughter, that it's just completely transformed our home. So they're definitely very impactful. We have the #1 delivery system in the world, which is sublingual spray technology. And hi, Natalie. And what that means is you spray it under your tongue. It bypasses your GI tract and goes directly into your bloodstream with a 93% absorption. So that's what makes our sprays so effective. If you look at injections, they're actually only 80%. And capsules, like pill capsules, are 25% absorbed by the body. So these are 93%, very high absorption. That's why they're so effective. So this is our B12 Energy Spray, our Empowered. So if you know anyone getting those B12 injections, you definitely want to share this video with them, because we have a more effective and less painful method. Then we have our Crave, which has BHB in it. That's right. John did lose 45 pounds on the sprays. That was just with our 3 original sprays. So it was mostly A, getting sleep, and B, this Crave. So what BHB does is it allows your body to tap into its natural fat stores. Utilizing those fat stores as energy, you're just kind of naturally not hungry. Your appetite for carbs and sugars goes way down. The fat and the inches just start melting off. So it's a phenomenal product if you have weight loss goals, even if you're looking to shed some pounds before the new year, getting a jump start on that resolution. Get back with whoever shared this video with you. We actually have an Alive challenge. I forgot to mention that in my previous live, but we have an Alive challenge right now where my cousin Sarah is giving away amazing tips on how to lose weight and just to detoxify the system and overall general wellness, which is what you want for your body. Health is wealth, for sure. Then we have our Dreaming Spray. 63% of the world is not sleeping. So if you know anybody not sleeping, please share this video. I know what it's like to struggle with sleep deprivation, and it's just awful. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So anyone struggling to fall asleep or stay asleep, this spray is amazing. You wake rested. I don't even use an alarm. It doesn't make you groggy. It will not make it so that you don't wake up and hear things in the night. It's perfect for nursing moms that are getting up throughout the night, because you can just fall right back to sleep when you're taking the Dreaming Spray. It is amazing for that. Then we have lastly our Calm Spray. Love the Calm. If you're someone that deals with like social anxiety situations, even low mood, it's just amazing. I like to take it in the evening before bed, just to kind of wind my brain down. It just helps turn your brain off if you're an overthinker. Then I'll move on to our flagship product, which is our Alive juice, our superfruit juice. This has spirulina, chlorella, apple, cinnamon bark, aloe vera leaf gel, raspberry ketones, green tea extract, the maca root, so many good things in it, and it just has amazing properties for your body. Like, I can't say enough about it. If you're not feeling alive, you want the Alive juice, because it truly does do that. It makes you feel alive. It's good, beneficial for mood, libido, balancing hormones, balancing blood sugars, weight management, all the things. I can't say enough about it. This is our original apple cinnamon flavor. Then we came out with ABC, which is apple beet cherry. It has the addition of beets and cherries. Beets are amazing for inflammation. And then lastly, we have our Alive Skin and Beauty Liquid Collagen, not just hair, skin, and nails. This stuff is super important for your digestive health, joint health, heart health, brain health, all pretty much overall body health collagen. And actually, when you're in your 20s and 30s, your body slows down production of collagen to the point that when you're my age, you only have about like 50% of what you need. So it's a super important supplement that you want to get in your body. These all taste amazing. You can get them all also in travel shot sizes. Right now we have wicked Black Friday promos on. They're all like pretty much over 50% off. So definitely get back with whoever shares this with you and they can help you get started. I'm going to look for Natalie now and try to bring her on. And while I'm doing that, it says adding. I'll just tell you guys that our founders created the Live Foundation, where $1 per bottle of this juice goes to support mental health awareness and people dealing with anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide. We're super grateful to be able to contribute in that way. Hello, hello.
Hey,
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Good. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come on and share. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. First, I want to give my testimony because I know we was about the men's, but this morning I had my own personal testimony with the Skin and Beauty Alive liquid collagen. I'm getting ready to take my braids down. And so I had it up. I try to keep it about 3 or 4 months because I like to, condition and get my ends clipped. So it's time to get my ends clipped. So I was like, let me take one braid down just to see how rough, how long it's going to take. And this little piece, it's going to grow so much. Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So I was so happy. I was like, oh, okay. So this definitely, I can say with the Skin and Beauty, this like I can tell a difference with my hair now because I didn't start taking the Skin and Beauty till about the middle of June. So it's been roughly like 5 months since taking it. I love it. So last time I was on with Sarah, I was explaining with my husband his condition. So I'm just gonna do like a little brief overview with him. My husband suffered with alcoholism, and he started having like the symptoms from liver failure.
Okay.
The last time he went to have labs was about a month ago, normal. I'm talking about everything. And it's only from the Alive juice. He's been taking it faithfully. His mental health is so much better because he's a war vet, and like around this time of the year is bad, very, very bad for him. And he did good. I'm just sitting up here just shocked because during this time I already prepared for like, he's going to go, but it was like happy, especially yesterday was the 28th, which was Thanksgiving, and his um daughter from his first marriage, she died on Thanksgiving right before he went to war. So it's always a trigger. So this year has been so much better, and I give it all to the products, the Alive, the Empowerment Spray. I know because I'm like so shocked and amazed of how his mood is doing, how better he is. And back last year in October, he had pancreatitis. He was hospitalized. At that point, they really kind of gave up on him. They sent hospice like with us, and I kind of like refused. Like, no, I didn't want to put him on all that type of medication. We just took the Alive and the supplements. Come February, he had another pancreatitis, but this time he was like, no, he didn't want to go in the hospital. He was tired of going in the hospital, and he stayed at home. Only thing he took was the Alive juice and like the Empowerment Spray for energy, but other than that, there was nothing else. So that what really made him a believer after he actually had his own personal experience with it. So he loves it, and I love it for what it's doing, for our family. And I want to talk about my youngest son. He just turned 15 this year. When he was 14, he started having issues with his gut, with his stomach. All of a sudden, just getting sick, and it started getting so bad that he ended up like missing school and went to like 3 different specialists. The first one was a heart doctor because he had an abnormal EKG. So we went to a heart specialist like 2 hours from my hometown, and he ended up referring him to a GI doctor. And so we went through, he had an upper and lower scope. He ended up missing with 120 some days from school. He couldn't sleep. He was waking us up in the middle of the night saying my heart, my chest. We had to rush him to the hospital, and nothing kind of helped. And when he had the upper, he tested positive for the H. pylori bag bacteria. So he had to go through tons of antibiotics. The first round did nothing. And I was like, you know what? Let me put him on this skin and beauty, because at this time we had just got, I actually ordered his own shipment, of the Alive. And he ended up taking it. And the next time when he went, it was negative. He finally got a negative reading.
Wow.
He's doing a lot better. He's sleeping more. He's back to himself. He plays basketball. He couldn't play last year due to his condition, but now he said he wanted to kind of take off this year to kind of just practice, because he was pretty much bedridden, you might as well say, because all he did was slept. He had so much pain. He was up through the night hurting, couldn't sleep because of the uh acid reflux, and just sick, just he couldn't keep nothing down on his stomach. It was horrible. So now he's back to himself, living, playing basketball at the YMCA every day. And I know it's because of the last college liquid collagen, because after that stuff started going better for him, and he's doing 100% better.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this collagen is so vital in repairing the gut,
Yes. Yes.
watching gut issues, and your gut affects your whole health.
Yes.
Like I'm not
Yes.
surprised in saying all the things about, like, he wouldn't have the energy, and
Mm-hmm.
it affects your mood, it affects everything. So it's super
Everything.
health. Yeah. Wow.
And my middle son, that's going to be my last one. He's now, when he was 14, he started experiencing different symptoms. It first started out like in a psychotic way. Then he was getting sick, like illness, like he had all type of different, just getting sick. I always going to the ER. I was like, something not right. So, I took him to the children's clinic, and they really had diagnosed him with bipolar, ADHD, and depression. And I had to pray. I was like, Lord, something else is going on. I couldn't just grasp like what's really going on with my son. Right before they was getting ready to put him on all this medication, I was like, you know what? I prayed about it, and the Lord like woke me up out of my sleep, like something that's going on with your son. You need to investigate. So I started investigating, researching his condition, and he had like a what they call butterfly under the eye, and it's like lupus. One of my coworkers was like, well, you need to see about getting him tested for some type of autoimmune or lupus. And so when I went back to his doctor, I was like, you need to test him for this. She was like, no, he don't. I said, no, you gonna test him. So when she tested him, he came back positive. And before we was able to get like in to see the specialist, which was 2 hours from my hometown where we live, he got sick. He got sick. It was January the 2nd, and they had to rush him from here to Jackson, which is about 2 hours from my home, and I ended up putting him in ICU.
Wow.
He had got really sick, down sick, and at that point, they came back and said lupus. And then after that, come to find out, he also had autoimmune encephalitis. I don't know. It's a very rare brain disease. I don't know if y'all seen that movie Brain on Fire on Netflix. That's exactly what he had. So at this point, he was having treatment every week. But the medication he was on and the treatment was so like bad, so young. He actually had to do one, it's called toxin, which is a strong medication that he had to be admitted to the hospital once a month to do it, because it's so strong that after they give it to you, he had to have fluid for like 72 hours. So he went through this and went through this, and I was just tired of him being on all that different medication. So I started researching, and I found a herbalist in Atlanta. And so I started like changing his diet and putting him on different type of herbs and everything. And slowly but surely he got off, all that medication for the most part. And he was the one too. He didn't like taking it. He didn't like the way it feels. So I was like, no, we got to try something else. And at the time when I with the Alive, he wanted to try it too. Like, Mom, can you buy my own? So, well, no, he actually was working, so he bought his own Alive, and he loved it. It helped him out. To me, it kind of kept him from going. He have not had a flare up, like a major relapse or flare up for like what 2.5, 3 years. And with the products, I know it helped him because he might have like a little flare, but nothing major to where we have to go in the hospital. Because if when he start showing the signs, I'm like, here, take more Alive. I'll give him more, and he's good to go. And also with his condition, he sleeping was a problem. Like he might go 2 or 3 days
Oh.
and not sleeping.
Mhm.
So I noticed he was kind of falling back into that routine. I'd be like, hey, you need to take your dreaming, take some dreaming. He take the dreaming, 5 minutes later he sleep. So now, that's a blessing to me because I got something that I know that can keep his condition under control and not have to go through the horror of his biggest thing was being sick because he used to he probably had like 65 different treatments and get sick in that same thing. And they wanted him to get a port, but his primary was like he didn't want that for him by him being so young and getting infected. So, his whole goal was kind of get him off all that medicine. And he told me whatever I was doing, to keep on doing what I was doing with him. So I give everything to the products. Like that dreaming, I never seen he done been on all type of medication as far as to help him sleep. That dream is the only thing. I'm talking about he take it 8 sprays, you come back up in there 5 or 10 minutes, he's knocked out.
Right.
So
Amazing. Yeah, that is such a huge blessing. Sleep is so
yeah,
important.
yeah,
People don't realize that when your body does the repairing of itself, so you really need that deep REM sleep. And if you're waking and you're not rested or you don't have energy during the day, that is a sign you're not sleeping.
right,
So
right.
important. I'm so happy for your whole family, but wow, your son's dealing with that at such a young age. Like it's health issues are no fun at all. And I always, it breaks my heart when it's young people.
Yeah,
So
because
I'm
I
really glad.
never experienced, like I had a good, I never knew nothing about going in a hospital or anything that's growing up. So just to see them going through it and to lose their childhood and also their mental health, I saw it was affecting them. So I definitely can say too, the Alive kind of help with their mental because, if they wasn't taking it, I can see where they was off, especially when they was going through they, little symptoms or whatever. So.
For sure. Yeah. That's one of my favorite things about the juice is the mood support.
Yes,
I can't,
yes.
I won't go without it. Yeah, I don't want to know what would happen if I didn't take it.
I
So
know it's not good because I'm telling you, when I get like I'm low now, I'm out, it's a difference. I feel a difference. Like we like, hey, come on, we just order ours for the promo, like, cause that's a good deal, free shipping,
yeah,
107. So it's like, hey, come on, let's stop back up because this is something that I know is a blessing to our household, and we cannot afford to run out, because
exactly.
I take being at home instead of being in a hospital any day.
Any day for sure. Yeah, well, and when it's making such a difference for your family, you want to keep it around. So,
Yes, yes.
well, thank you so much for hopping on
Well,
today. I'm glad that you reached out to me and we could get together and do this live. And, people need to know the difference that these products are
yes,
making. Of course, no medical claims, but this is just the
right.
experience of Natalie and her family. And you just have to try for yourself. And I would just encourage whoever's watching this, even if you feel like you've tried everything, try that one more thing because
Right.
these products are just, we hear stories because we're in the company, we hear stories every day literally of how much of a difference these products are making in people's lives. And so I just encourage everyone that's watching, please hit the share. We want to get the word out for this movement. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Hopefully we can do this again soon.
Yes, thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.
You too, take care. Bye.
Bye bye.